Hi, my name is Maggie McCauley. I'm the executive director of the Peaceful Project, and we are thrilled to be providing you with these inspirational weekly videos. I also am a course leader for your Infinite Life training and coaching company, and I'm the owner of Wholehearted Parenting. So I'm glad to be with you today. And our topic today is trigger thoughts, self-talk, and stress, because all of these are related. What we're thinking influences what we feel, it influences our body, and it influences what we do. So, what can we do uh, so that we feel better, so that we do better? And we're going to go into some things about that today. I first was introduced to trigger thoughts in a workshop. Oh man, it must have been 10 years ago, maybe, or longer, in Orlando. It was with Dr. Becky Bailey, who was on the faculty at the University of Central Florida, and she had created a program for, I guess mostly the target audience was early childhood educators. And her program is called Conscious Discipline, and it is excellent. And so she began talking about trigger thoughts. Trigger thoughts are those thoughts that we have that are about not having enough. It could be, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough energy. I don't have enough support. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough opportunities. I remember when my daughter was young, she's 23 now, and when she was a little girl, I was thinking, I don't have enough arms. I wish I were kind of like Shiva and had all of these arms. At any rate, those not enough thoughts, those trigger thoughts, have a profound effect on how we feel and how our body feels. So if you would just take a moment and what of those trigger thoughts is the most significant for you? Like which one has the biggest charge? Like I don't have enough time, I don't have enough energy, I don't have enough support, I don't have enough money. Or if there's another one that begins with I don't have enough. I don't have enough care. Um, I don't have enough people in my life. So if you can take just a moment and say that thought to yourself 3 times. So just take a few moments and say your trigger thought to yourself 3 times. So I want you to see now, how do you feel in your body? Where did your thoughts go from there? So I know I was using I don't have enough energy. And all of a sudden, I felt so tired and kind of weak. So I'm going to remind myself I do have enough energy. And I would like you to remind yourself that you do have whatever you were saying that was lacking before. So these trigger thoughts cause stress. They cause our feelings to kind of follow that path of the trigger thought. Like if I was saying I don't have enough energy, I may begin to start to feel sad, or I may begin to not feel encouraged or excited about what it is I'm doing. And the same with your trigger thoughts. Those thoughts change what's going on in our heads, in our hearts, and in our bodies. So, what do we do when we have those trigger thoughts that induce this stress in us? The first thing we do is we notice that we are engaged in trigger thought thinking, that we're having these trigger thoughts. And the second thing we do is we don't try to make them go away. All right. Something happens internally with us human beings when we try to discard something to make it go away. We resist. So, Pam mentioned in one of her videos, or maybe multiple videos with you, about just observing. It's not about changing anything, it's not about getting rid of those thoughts. It's about just beginning to notice them and to be an observer of those thoughts. For instance, if we were to say, if you're trying to quit something, say you're trying to quit smoking or you want to lose weight, both of those are about getting rid of something, right? They're about carving something out of your life that has been in your life. And what's going to happen is you are going to resist. So if you reframe it as, I'm going to do things that are only in my best interest, I'm going to eat well so that I am healthy, I'm only putting things in my body that support me, that is an add on. So there, you're not going to experience that kind of resistance that you would feel if you were trying to get rid of it. So with your trigger thoughts, if you notice, wow, I was just thinking, I don't have enough support here. Leave that trigger thought, just be aware and notice as an observer that you are having that, and notice what it feels like in your body. And then remind yourself that, yes, indeed, you do have enough support or energy or time. You may just need to organize things a little bit differently or handle things a little bit differently to maximize your time, your energy, and so on. Um, generally when we get into power struggles, it could be with our spouse, with our coworkers, with family members, with our children. They may be triggered by these not enough thoughts. So be aware of them in respect to power struggles as well. When we're thinking not enough thoughts, it's disempowering. It's not empowering. It's discouraging rather than being encouraging. So if there's power struggles, say around, let's take it home, and your kid's getting ready for school, and you know some of the parents of your students are experiencing this, and mom or dad may be thinking, I don't have enough time for my child to take this much time to get ready for school. We just don't have enough time. So that's where the parent is going to begin to pressure the child, begin to use force with the child because they are stressed from thinking, I don't have enough time. So the remedy there is to remind yourself that every morning you have the same amount of time. You may just need to plan things a little differently and have agreements with the child about what time they get up and what they're going to do to get ready for school so that you maximize the time that you do have. Um, let's talk about self-talk a little bit. Self-talk is that internal dialogue that goes on in our head. We all have it, and it can be discouraging or encouraging. And it is great to notice your self talk. Now, if you find that these are trigger thoughts that you're having, or there are other thoughts that are discouraging to you, watch where you give your energy. Okay. What we pay attention to, what we give our focus to, expands. We get more of that. For instance, if you notice, um, let's say, let's say you just bought a new car and suddenly you see that car everywhere on the road. Do you think that there are more cars that are on the road that are the same make and model as yours since you bought your car? Probably not, right? But what's happening is that you are noticing, you have been focused on your new car, and you begin to notice all the cars like yours that are on the road. Okay. If you're focused on a child in your classroom, in your virtual classroom, who may be doing something that triggers trigger thoughts for you, notice the energy that you give to that. Okay. If you're giving energy to that, it will expand. You will begin to notice what that child is doing that may be annoying or irritating, infuriating. It may seem like that child is doing it all the time because what we focus on expands. So this applies directly to your thoughts. And again, it's not about getting rid of certain thoughts. It's about noticing them and moving on. It's about being very aware of where you give your energy and where you give your focus. That is what will expand. So make a commitment that you will begin to focus on and give energy to the things that support you, the things that encourage you, the things that help you relax in your body. So I'm going to take a pause here for a moment. So another thing that will really assist you in noticing your trigger thoughts, noticing your thoughts, and committing to giving energy, giving focus to those things that support you so that you can be more relaxed in your daily life, less stressed in your daily life, are any practices that you have. So, we wonder, why are we practicing yoga all the time? Why are we practicing meditation all the time? It's for instances like this. It's for times that are stressful. That's where you begin to use your practices. The other thing that you can engage in are rituals that support you. Rituals are very nurturing. They create so much safety, and rituals can be around self-care. So if you set up a day and time for self-care and keep that as a ritual, that will be a practice that will support you in focusing on the things that are encouraging, focusing on the things that create more flexibility in your body, more openness in your body, in your thoughts, in your heart, rather than these trigger thoughts and self-talk that create more stress for you. So just to give you one practice that you can do, if you would sit quietly right now, and this is not something you want to do if you're driving and listening to this. This is something you can do if you can sit quietly for just a few moments undisturbed. And what we do now, what I talk you through, is something that you could do anytime, any day that you choose, and you could talk yourself through it. So please sit in a comfortable position. You can move and sit on the floor if you like to, or sit comfortably in your chair and feel your feet on the floor. And close your eyes if you feel comfortable doing that. Begin to notice your breath. Begin to notice every inhale and every exhale. Begin to notice your belly rise as you inhale, and your belly move back towards your spine as you exhale. Don't change anything about your breathing. Just notice it as an observer. And take a few more deep, fulfilling breaths, noticing your inhale and your exhale. And now become aware of your scalp and allow your scalp to relax. Become aware of your forehead and allow your forehead to relax. That means your eyebrows will relax down and you'll widen the space between your eyebrows, or at least feel it widen so that they're not scrunching together. Allow the muscles around your eyes to relax. Allow your jaw to relax. And then your neck, allow it to relax. Allow your shoulders to drop, your shoulder blades to drop down your back, and your shoulders to relax. It may even feel like your neck is longer than what it was before. Go down both arms in your mind's eye and allow your upper arm, your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, wrists, your hands and fingers. Allow it all to relax. Your arms may feel heavy in your lap or on the floor. Continue to go down your body and allow your chest to relax. You may notice that your breathing expands. Allow your mid-back to relax, and then your lower back. Allow your belly to relax, and your inhales may even get deeper. Allow your hips to relax. Then go down both legs, your thighs, your knees, your calves, your shins, your ankles, down into your feet and into your toes, and allow both legs all the way from your hips through your toes to relax. And just tune into your body as you continue to breathe. If there's any other place where you feel tension or tightness in your body, breathe in there to that space. Allow it to widen and relax. And just sit with that state of relaxation for just a moment. And now please bring your awareness back into the room where you're sitting. You might want to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. And when you're ready, open your eyes. So notice what your body feels like now compared to what it felt like just a few minutes ago when we began. And know that you can use this as a practice anytime that you like. I use this as a practice to help me go to sleep at night when I'm having difficulty sleeping. I use this as a practice before I'm getting into a difficult conversation or sensitive talk with someone, just so I get in tune with my body, where we hold so much. Our body is where we hold a lot of stress. Our body holds everything, really. So I'm grateful to have been with you for these few moments. I invite you to please check out, if you're interested in conscious discipline, search on Dr. Becky Bailey and check that out. It's a great program for teachers. If you wanted, please check out the Peaceful Project at thepeacefulproject.org. You're welcome to check out yourinfinitelifeonline.com and wholeheartedparenting.com. There are blogs out there and things that may be a support for you. So I look forward to talking to you next time. Remember to do your practices. It's about noticing without trying to get rid of anything. Noticing and giving energy to that which supports you. Thank you.